couldn't live with the pock marks in the leading edge, so brought it over to John's today. I've already repaired it. I mean, it's not a big deal. And we're thinking about doing the trailing it, so I'm gonna do both wings, I suppose. Maybe leading edge too.
I do both of them, leading and trailing edge. Turn it over, might as well. It did one thing will lead right into another.
I'm not doing the bottom. Here, put up the foam pad. The bottom will just be what it is. I mean, it's not bad. I didn't tighten them up.
Be a bitch come in there and have that thing glued on there solid as a rock. I've done that too.
Well, it was getting there.
Yeah, don't take much. And it was on a finished airplane and it stuck and it pulled paint up when I popped it loose.
I'm not gonna take the tank out either. I ain't gonna take
Maybe all the needed motor so you can put it on the stand.
This is the touch-up phase. But that's the nice thing about dope, it's so forgiving.
Yeah, if that was already shot in a coat of clear coat, you'd be sort of screwed.
Yep. Hang on the airplane. I can drop the motor. I can't drop the airplane.
I set it over there on that table over there and be out of the way.
Yeah, why don't you file some of the fins off this motor? No. Okay.
That's an 8-ounce tank.
Yeah. Sure is light this way.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-oh.
You're on.
Okay. That looks 100% better. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you don't know until you get the paint on it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, just from sight, I mean, you can just look at this side compared to that side and say, that's night and day. Personally, I pull this flap off here and go ahead and just shoot some primer on it. You know,
Scrape them horns off. They're getting too much paint on them. Tight in there.
sticky.
Well, that's safe weight.
Everything weighs something.
So what do you guys think? Would you have done what I did? We got
Sand it? Did you sanded it and then put pushed it, put filler on it, and then sanded that, and then primered it.
Yep.
So much for not using any primer.
Yeah, well, how much primer did we use? I mean, not like I normally use.
Half a can, maybe. Not like priming the whole airplane. Danny.
What you want?
He's sanding on a sanding cabinet.
Yeah, well, does it fly? Ask him how. Is it gonna be 20 pointer? Does it fly?
Okay, how well does that fly?
Okay.
Is that gonna be a downdraft table?
Yeah. So you think I ought to do this, huh?
So I know Dan, he'll have drawers underneath there to hold all the different grades of sandpaper.
Oh, yeah, it'll be nice. Okay. I prime it, I'll sand it, and then we'll hit it once more, and then we'll paint the damn thing. Okay.
Already looks better. Still gonna take a second shot. Just a big box of drawers, he said.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to borrow some of that clear transfer tape. That's what I brought them rondelles for. Okay. I bought another roll of regular transfer tape and forgot that I needed clear. But I bought 15 hinges, well, it'll be delivered tomorrow, 15 hinges for half A. And I cannot find an inch and a quarter spinner anywhere.
Burdette doesn't have any? Go to,
True Turn, been there.
what's his
Dubrow,
name? Tom, or,
Jim Lee.
Jim Lee. He's got half face spinners, I believe.
Okay.
In fact, if I remember right, I saw some when I was going through his crap over there at FCM or the Nats or wherever he was set up at. Must have been the Nats when he set up over there Saturday or Sunday. Freaking place is like a refrigerator in here, isn't it?
Yep. They said propane prices this morning, they said propane prices are liable to double. So if you're heating your house with propane, let's go Brandon. Guy is where it hurts. Don't make him freeze his ass off and starve him out.
The fun part. Scary part.
606. You guys still there? Hello. Shabahadla. Buenos dias. Hasta la tardo. 600 now.
They're saying we're in the El Chapo. It's Sunday morning.
I guess I'll take these off too so no overspray.
Yeah, we can throw a towel over them or something. Pick up my towel. There should be some out here.
These turned out nice. I mean, get another coat of clear on it and sand it flat. That'll polish up real good.
Yeah. And it's just, I mean, when we went over it, we were looking for the big boogers, you know. We went through and did the 7 or 8 big boogers and got them fixed yesterday. And then this stuff sort of comes out of the woodwork. So it's what stage, you know, we're still talking about what stage do you abandon the paint job?
Yeah, well,
you know,
that I couldn't live with.
Well, it's staring you right in the eyes every time you.
If it was on the underside, I would have said that. Forget it.
Yeah.
I'd have painted the evasion stripes over it and you'd have never saw it. But it's right there in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So on the canopy, you're just fixing the bottom frame.
Yep.
And the upright.
Yep.
In the back.
Separate project.
Yeah.
I can tell that's gonna be all right.
Yeah, it immediately looks better now. Hopefully it won't imprint back through now.
Sorry guys, but I gotta do this. You got them pop marks out of that trailing edge.
Yep. 12 pounds. Yeah, 12 pounds there. We got a whole can, 12-pound can of primer over here. And a gallon of dope weighs an ounce or 3 ounces.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
1 ounce per coat. You get, what do you get, 6 coats out of a quart?
Well, that's 1 ounce thinning at about 75%. You thin 50-50, you shoot it on like that, all bets are off, because it's gonna go up. $50-50 doesn't quite spray right out of them little guns. Now, we might be able to adjust that out of there, but it's a little bit on the thick side.
Morning, Kevin. Morning, Alan. Morning, Don.
The moisture staying in there, we're gonna have to get that dried.
Get preps off on it. Get the heat building up in here.
Heat build up and really should let it.
Yep, there's some spots right there.
That's in 3 spots. It was a little bit there and a little bit right in there.
So we'll hit it again.
More noise. 6:30 in Oz right now, AM.
Is that Greg?
John Maybury. I ain't got something to watch till the game. Yeah, I guess.
1:30 down. We're on at night. Well, I guess it's midnight then. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We're on. It'll be a nice airplane. Gotta get the buggers fixed.
Well, normally you could have started off with lighter footage.
Here's how big the rondelles are right here that go back here. No, that's this. And I was looking at this, and if I position just right, that spot will be right there.
Okay. So it might behoove you to spray a little bit of that primer in the can lid or something and go tink and sand that little spot out.
Got a little tinker.
There's little tinkers in that little Tupperware dish or one laying out there on the table.
Except this stuff ain't thick enough. It's like water. There we go.
That's what I did to a bunch of mine, but I had 50 pinholes in that thing. I was pissed off. Like, God, man, primer would have filled on little damn pinholes, man, but shouldn't have had any anyway. Never seen that many pinholes in my whole time modeling, 50 years. Well, maybe I didn't look for it that much when I was a kid.
Okay, see if we can get these out of it. Come right back.
Don't burn the drilling, man. Pretty decent. Might have to live with them.
There we go. Just needs a different angle.
Different angle to the dangle. Yeah.
Yep, about 6 coats to clear away.
And yesterday, man, you left yesterday, and I went in there and sat down in my chair.
Right out.
Sawing logs, man. I'd been up since 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I've been up since, well, it's 1 o'clock because of the time change.
Yeah, I got up at 1:30 this morning.
How do you think I get that shit done at night?
And I went back in there. I come out here and I get on the computer and go through all that stuff on the computer and stuff. And then I go back inside and sit down in that chair. I try to go back to sleep until 8 o'clock. I never go back to sleep. I lay there with my eyes closed and that's about it.
Where can we get this stuff at?
I think we can get that at the local paint shop down here.
PPG?
Yeah, down there by 35 overpass.
Get a gallon.
They're only open Monday through Friday.
Shit.
Be easy on that stuff. We don't have much.
Get a gallon, I'll split it with you.
It works.
I'm not gonna sand that at all. It'll bury. That looks better. I think I added the weight.
Not anything significant.
But I'll get an extra point. Right, Jim?
Maybe. Maybe. 1 point's hard to come by.
Yep.
Considering the amount of points you get to anyway, 25 points,
20.
20 points, yeah, 42, 20 points. I think they ought to bring back originality of the model,
Workmanship.
workmanship, that way you paint, finish.
That way all them,
Attention.
that way all them spray shine airplanes will get 30 points. Because they're gonna get 10 for the shine and shit for the workmanship.
Right, well, it's gonna show up then, and originality will bring diversity. Cause then you won't see these cookie cutter airplanes coming out of a mold. I'm not to say we're not gonna do that, but if it's working for everybody, and the problem is, the wood availability.
Yeah.
If that would ever come back, and it could, I'd be willing to wager that it could. If you get these Bogarts that has taken all this wood for windmills and boats and.
What we need to do is start making windmill blades.
Yeah, well, they have all that stuff pre-cut. They set them saws up down there in the.
I know, but if we get in the windmill business, they'll send us the wood.
Yeah, say, well, we want all of our stuff cut 48 inches. We don't want that 24-inch stuff. We want the 48-inch stuff.
Not perfect, but it'll survive. Got some spots. This will all be hidden in these Asian stripes and trim and shit on the bottom. But this is out for God and country to see.
Yeah, every second of the day.
Okay, let's warm it up in here.
You can tell, just get that stuff on your hands and how much it pulls that oils and stuff out of your hand.
have something to watch till the game later, okay? I'm not gonna spray up there.
I know, but like red.
You have a little open spot back there, and it'll find that hole in the tape. Why take the chance? For a piece of tape. I taped this area off right here on my airplane. I must have had 10 layers of tape on there where I kept seeing a little button when I put another piece over top of it, another little button, kept doing that back and forth. And I sprayed that freaking red on there, and by God, there was a spot underneath all those little pieces of tape I put on there. It found a way through. Luckily, a little alcohol cleaned it up, but it was on white, red on white. Normally, that's death.
What's the humidity? 40%, I hope.
Not about 45. Good. Where it was yesterday. What it is today.
Should take 1 cup or less.
Really good. It's not like you gotta put it on as heavy as you did the other day either. Hey, let me move you here for a second.
Windy coat. That sure straightened that out, didn't
But
it?
yeah, it's putting on more paint, you know, that guy's putting on more paint than I think it is. I could see it from over there, handling it. It's just really fine. Jerry, do that.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, fixed it. Let's just let that gas off and see if it doesn't,
Get on that
you
side.
know, imprint back again.
I need to take it outside and see what it looks like in the sunlight.
Yep. Agreed.
What?
I agree.
It looks okay here.
Nothing like natural sunlight though to really get adjusted to everything.
Still got that one shadowy spot in the very front, but like I say, that'll be hidden by the de-icing boot.
Oh, shoot. Hold on, I got to turn on the compressor.
Yeah, I was wondering, it's kind of low on pressure. Noise, guys. Come look at it. I don't think it's too cloudy in here. I don't know.
That made a world of difference. So far. I say you gotta let it really dry pretty good and then see if it imprints. It's amazing.
Maybe a little more here.
Yeah, you might squirt a little more on there.
Trailing edge again.
That primer will suck that shit in there if you don't really get it wet.
That's gonna get clear on it. So.
Right.
It blended better than I thought. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not quite terrible like candy apple.
Now that's gonna be it. We used a half a cup, so 1 ounce of paint.
Fluid ounce.
Fluid ounce, yeah. Which is mostly thinner. I didn't have to worry about that pinhole. It's completely disappeared now.
Yeah.
Okay. Quit painting.
Yep. Let her dry.
What did you do? Eat all your Twizzlers already?
No, I put them in a plastic bag.
I was gonna say it'll be.
You right. Oh.
it'll be-
I have 2 pieces of them. And a bowl of candy in a plastic bag.
You know I don't like British. Right?
Yeah, if
You
you
should
liked
buy
it,
this
I'd be
time.
have them hidden.
And then suddenly from eating.
I'm happy. Matter of fact, I'm sure that it'll be fine in the sun, because if you candle it, you can't, they're gone.
Yep.
All except for that one. But not much I can do about that. It will.
You fix that bad spot up there that you really wanted to fix when you did that with
Yeah,
the food.
the pootie. Had to get that green pootie on there.
There's a good one. Eat beef because there's no such thing as a chicken knife.
You can only eat beef if you're rich. Oh, it's gonna be that way.
Gonna be $20 a hamburger here before we know it.
Yeah.
And blue and golden macaws are beautiful birds, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
They are trying to break us. And they're doing a pretty good job of it.
Yeah.
Joe Biden thinks he's a
If you guys are looking for a light color, this is it. This covers the best that I've ever painted. That includes orange. Orange covers really good, but this is about twice as good. That's why my '08 Viper was gray. That's on the windy tape somewhere. Viper number 8.
Yeah, spray primer on it and then top it with clear.
I sprayed primer on it and then I shot this gray over the top of it. That was gray left over from my Thunderbolt. And we're gonna have a little bit of this. I mean, we got probably enough for a quart, another paint job in gray. So I'll have another gray airplane.
Yeah.
Gray and some, fancy colored trim. Not another military airplane, just. I can't remember, do you leave thinner in the cup?
No. I think that corrodes that brass and stuff down in there, huh?
This is an '08 tip. So it's finer than a 1.
The one that's hanging up on the other end of the cabinets down there, I think is a 1.
The clear gun?
No, the one hanging way to the left towards the garage door.
Yeah, well, I'll just use your clear gun. I don't wanna put a lot of paint on it. I mean, it doesn't come out like gangbusters, but
Well, you could open that valve a little bit more.
I'll let you adjust it. because you know the gun. So now it's gonna get a coat of clear over the whole thing. I guess we'll put the flaps on it again.
That's it. Right. Show you.
What?
What's wrong with this picture? His fuel siphons and the motor cuts out when he tries to do anything.
Well, it's on the wrong side, and you gotta have the pickup in line with the Venturi.
Got the tank mounted 90 degrees the way it should be.
Is that Facebook?
Yeah.
Figures. Is anybody helping them? No.
Yeah, there's somebody helping him with this.
See, if he'd been on Stunt Hanger and posted that, he'd have had an answer already why it doesn't work. Oh shoot, I forgot. I need to paint the inside of these flaps. Damn, I cleaned the gun up. I didn't paint the end of the flaps yesterday. That's up next to the
Yeah,
fuselage. Okay.
just take a paintbrush and put it in there. Probably won't cover.
What? Probably won't cover. I'll just put some little paint in this gun and hit it. It's only a sputz. I'm starting to sound like Wendy. Schmutz, sputz, smooey.
Yeah. 15 coats of silver sanded rigorously in between coats.
Yeah, them guys' airplanes look like billet aluminum before
Boy,
they
they
paint them.
came out pretty. They were pretty airplanes for sure.
That's all it needed. Here, put this on. The end is wet. Sputz, smuts. Is that the right one?
Yeah.
I need to go over this and see if, as long as I got a little touch up in it.
I don't have any fingernails to scratch that paint off with.
We're gonna have to wipe this down again. I can see oil from my fingers on this flap. Before we clear it. There we go. Take the tape off here. Put it on so damn good, can't get it off. There we go. You got a paintbrush out here?
Four.
Just a touch up on this canopy frame, or maybe I ought to spray it. Where we rub that off with a Q-tip
Well, you're gonna repaint that red, aren't you?
or something. But
I wouldn't bother with it. You're just irritating the paint job, you know? Cause if you're gonna paint that red, that'll just blend right in.
like that Pilot.
Oh, yeah, it's a highly detailed little character.
For $25, it ought to be great. It ought to get out of there and fly the thing.
Yeah, you would think. No more comments. All right, guys. Yeah, that made a world of difference. A world of difference. I'm just glad that it didn't,
Come back.
imprint back up through everything. That's putting a lot of paint on in a very short period of time.
Yeah. That's all that shit. Must have been from the canopy tape. I think I'm gonna do it like I did my Thunderbolt 1. These ailerons here will be white with red stripes to match the rudder.
Yeah, well, what you did worked, so that's the big thing. This is all nice. Those are all nice.
What?
Break out the primer.
Yeah,
Take a Harbor Freight and buy 5 cases of their stuff. We still haven't tried that yet.
Pilot ought to fly the thing, you bet.
Let's clear this place out real quick and then.
I wish this thing was easy on and off like my stand is. We set it outside. Too much of a hassle. It is what it is. Did I get it painted all over, or is that primer we're looking at anywhere?
You paint the whole surface, didn't you?
Yeah, but
Yep.
this primer overspray back here,
I don't know. I see what you're talking about in there. You put a coat on everything, or did you just paint this and that?
I painted the leading edge, and a whole lot of paint wasn't coming out of that gun,
Well,
so
I know, but that's all right.
I can give it another coat. Well, got the canopy down now. I guess you tape it back up. I thought I got it all.
I do see that now, pal. If you see it now, you'll see it more with clear on it.
Let's put another coat on it.
Just a light
I'll fin it.
dusting enough to.
I'll fin it some more. Try to get it to come out of the gun. Grab the tape. $90 ounces.
Creeping up there.
Yeah, I doubt it.
62.
62. Yep, gotta take these flaps off again. Don't use that clear gun. Right? You use the clear gun. Okay, I've thinned it out some more, so it should come out of the gun better. And I pulled the material. Oh yeah, that's better. Spraying thinner now.
Mm-hmm.
That covered?
Yep. I can see it going down it. You use a whole cup now. Yeah, that much paint.
Go ahead.
You use a whole cup now, spraying that much paint.
But I'll have some paint on it.
I should say thinner.
Yeah, it's thinner. I put 50% more in it, thinner.
Yeah, alright.
We'll know when it starts bagging if it's wet enough. Well, that sprayed out nice. Yeah, that was the problem, not enough thinner. Okay, that's done. I'm not, yeah, there's paint on it now because the silk span's bagging.
You did both of them?
Oh yeah.
You didn't put any paint on, you sprayed a bunch of thinner on
Yeah.
So you were thin 75% to begin with.
Yep.
Instead of getting thinner, now you're 200% thinner right now.
Yeah, but it laid down nice. Half a
Yeah,
cup.
but I wouldn't suggest using that thin of paint if you're painting on tape lines and stuff like that, because that'll eat right, that'll lift your tape that much thinner. Right now, you don't have to worry about that.
Just regular Americans who act. What's going on, everyone? This is Preston.
I'm glad I did that. Spiders.
Now watch this, bring them from that bug killer.
Had them Arizona barking spiders. I'm happy now. It laid out super nice. You need to do that with the clear too. Get that much thinner in it. Yep, I'm happy now. That is so much better.
I renewed my AMA thing yesterday, and the day before yesterday.
Mine's not due till 22.
What you do for 2 years?
Yeah, what, 2 years? If I'd have known I was gonna live this long, I'd have been a life member.
Yeah, I thought about that a long time ago, but back then I couldn't afford it. Can't afford it now, but.
No, there's no sense in buying it now.
Right. I could have spent $800 or something like that back then and been a lifetime member and been to the good. But I turned 65, so now the price went down. Plus I'm a contest director, so.
Yep, Ohio barking spiders. That little extra paint that I put on there, and it did wrinkle the silk span, the tissue, so we know we got it saturated good. So now we'll wait a few minutes and then hit it with some clear and be good to go. I got this thing home last night. Well, actually, we got it off the stand while I was taking it out to the car, set it on the ground, and this thing hit me right in the face. Ain't no way I could live with that. So I took a little nap. That's why I wasn't on early. And got the thing. I called John. We talked about it. And he didn't want to tell me what to do.
Well, it's your decision. You know what I mean. I know what I would do, but I'm not sure like what you're gonna do. In the end, it's your airplane, not mine.
If I was in St. Louis, it'd have been done without even thinking about it.
Well, sometimes it helps to call a friend and have them sort of, prod you in the right direction.
That laid down nice, didn't it?
Yeah, looks good. That's a shiny thing.
Lots of thinner.
Yeah, lots of them. I think we put that stuff on way too thick to begin with. You know, you pour it out of a can and it's like molasses or honey.
Well, maybe I'll get an order of viscosity meter and we'll start metering it.
I don't think we need to go that far. We've done it like this for so long. Just keep adding thinner to it. You know, when you get too much, it won't do nothing. It won't cover. It won't be, you know, you have to put on 20 coats to get it covered.
That pinhole just melted right away.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about that rondelle. Of course, the clear will hide most, you know.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, one pinhole in the stupid thing. Of course, it had to be on the top. If you're gonna drop something, or it's gonna get a dent, it's gonna get it right on the nose, on the top. So God and everybody can see it. Hey, look what the idiot did. Yeah, I think maybe that clear that I was spraying yesterday was just a little too thick. That's why it wasn't coming out as good as I wanted.
Yeah.
Of course, if you look at it, it looks pretty thin to me. I'll spray it.
Yeah, but you'll be bitching if you spray that clear on that thing. As soon as that's colored.
Yeah. It's gotta wet out. That's the whole deal. I just need to adjust this gun to wet out.
See, I go slower than you do. And maybe hold the gun a little bit closer than you are. I hold it about 4 inches off the surface or 5. And probably go, a quarter slower than what you do per pass. So you gotta stay on top of it. You gotta have that candle eye on it to watch it going down. Or like you say, you get it on there where you think it's light or dry.
And when I need to check, I need to make sure the wing is still straight. I think it is. Of course, you can't look at it. Okay, whatever. Well, just fix it when it's finished. If it's full, steam it. I don't think so. I've been getting pretty good at building straight stuff.
Yeah.
My airplanes normally fly right off the bench. Without a whole lot of tweaking. Pay attention to what you're doing.
What you do that a lot of guys can't do, and it only comes from experience, is you build faster than a lot of guys build.
Yeah. I don't build any faster, I just spend more time on it.
Well, yeah, you do. I mean, you do spend more time taking for granted. That's a fact. Because you'll put in a 15-hour day. you know, if you need to, and you get sort of centered and you're looking your blinders on and you just trudge forward and you don't waste a lot of time standing there staring at something. Figuring out, well, how am I gonna fix this? You just go fix it. And that alone saves time. You know, you've done it so much and so often, and then most people can do that, you know, once they've been actually building the airplane for 20 years. Basically know what the heck's going on. Just trudge on with it.
Took off 40 pounds right there.
Yeah, heck yeah.
That's all Z-epoxy in there. Doesn't even really need to be painted, but I normally do. In case Jim Lynch is looking inside there. Hey, why didn't you put paint in there?
I don't worry about finishing it real good, just get a color in here. I'd like to have them all painted black, but I don't want to take the time to mask it all off and spray black in it. It all normally ends up the same color as the airplane.
Guess I need to get a towel to dry it off with.
Yeah, you gotta wipe that off. It doesn't do anything good.
Get this one first. Go around and wipe the whole thing again. Man, I got all them decals to make, but I do have the decal melting solution, so you know the set.
Yeah, I've tried to use that stuff before and I didn't like it, but I guess I couldn't get it to work right or something.
Well, I don't have the spray on stencils, so I got to do something to make it set.
Well, it's not the setting, I think it's supposed to make it like melt down into the surface like that.
That works for me.
Well, yeah, I would love to have it do that, but I haven't been able to make that happen. I'm either doing something wrong or it doesn't work with dope when you seal them with dope or...
We got some of them down under here, but where are you gonna stop?
Yeah, this whole bottom could have had that same thing, same treatment done to it.
Yeah. For another ounce?
Well, you probably added an
Quarter.
eighth of an ounce, quarter maybe. That's sort of wet. Feel it. I'll leave a fingerprint in that. That's your fuel nozzle here.
Take it off.
Sprayed clear right up in there.
No, not yet,
I think that's real tacky right there in there.
because I just wiped it.
No, I mean, it feels like wet paint. Like that tip over there did. Like that does. Feels like that right here too.
I don't know. I didn't spray no clear on the top, or I did spray the top. Yeah, I sprayed paint on it.
Yeah. Quit rubbing it with that stuff. Leave it alone.
Aggravating it.
Yeah, we don't wanna rub boogers, hair boogers in it.
Get the rudder here. So now I'll get a coat of clear. And then I'm gonna start trimming it. Ink. It's the second coat of clear on it. Don't glue them screws. Just remember, if you ain't happy with it, you better fix it now while you can.
Ain't too much looking back.
Not when you get to this stage. Now, I made a statement and I broke the rule on this job. The statement is at this point, there's no reshaping. Well, that's what this was, a reshaped job. But I didn't catch it. There was no way to catch it. Till it was too late.
Thanks, and there's nothing that you can't do. Just do you want to do it?
Everything's fixable.
At a price. It's all at a price. We're really trying, you gotta understand, I hope everybody understands that. We're trying to paint without paint. And I've got planes and Sparky's got planes that we didn't use a drop of primer on. But then sometimes you just gotta go in there, but we're not painting the whole entire airplane with primer and sanding it down, putting another coat of primer on, sanding it down, and then painting it. We're not doing that. We're using paint that's thinned, way overly thinned, on a diet paint, so you only get so much paint. And after that runs out, you're done. And on top of all that, not using any primer and trying to get a front row finish. It's not an easy task. Yeah, at least 17-point finish, you know.
Yeah.
Which will be respectable. You can lay it down there and be proud of it and then buy all those other airplanes and everything. And then it pleases your eye and you're happy with it. Now, if you're happy with a 10-point finish, well, so be it. That's fine. That's your prerogative.
The shine comes from grease.
Elbow. Yeah, we'll have to do that one of these days.
The shine comes from grease. Well, I guess I'm ready for you to coat a clear on it. Let's see if we can get this gun working. Not that one. Clear gun is
This one. It's a purple one. One that's taped off. So you can't move the fan spray. the only thing bad about that is you sit here and you spray like that and your thumb hits it. And that little thing turns real easy.
I tell you what, that Scorpion gun that I got will spray a pattern that big around. That's what I used to get between the truck bodies,
Mhm.
down between the grab rail. And you can stand on the bed and I stand back about, I don't know, 5 foot and shoot that down in there.
Get that in between.
Yeah, the distance is only like that far, where the
Yeah,
pockets
but
are.
you gotta go down in there.
Yeah,
Well, let's see here. This is the same way it was the other day, right?
yeah, just leave it like that, I guess. It worked yesterday, that
Thinner.
junk thinner, yeah. Gun cleanout thinner.
Still seems dry.
Yeah,
Probably used thinner in it. It isn't that because it's fanning out, so it's gotta be, it needs more thinner.
you gotta have them this way. That way the fan runs this way. Yeah, like that.
I think it needs more thinner in it. You want it to lay down like,
I want to lay down like glass.
and where's that cup we mixed that stuff in the other day?
Right here.
This is that clear cup.
That's shit thinner.
This is the gray. I put shit thinner in that gray cup to try to clean this mason jar out.
Gotta get the thinner in it. Gotta make her thinner so it gets fatter. Should be good right to there, shouldn't it? Yeah. That'll work. Oh, this lid goes on it. Yeah, T47. This one goes here.
They both sit clear in them.
Yeah, I know, but that's marked already, T47.
Problem is, we got too much in there because we got unthin stuff and
Pour
that.
that in here. Pour the unthinned in here. And then when it gets down, pour that back in there.
Yeah.
start on the bottom. Oh, what the hell was that? Spit out.
It was on there. It's already on there.
No, I just saw these two spots go on there.
There's two more right there. I saw them too when I went come around there.
Okay, well, just lay it on there.
Coming out dry.
Like it's not coming out at all.
Oh by God, it's putting it down now. Watch that, don't hit that anymore, that'll run in a heartbeat. I back that nozzle out, you might want to close that thing up a little bit. There we go.
Better get some heat going. Oddball spray gun, why is it not spraying a good pattern? Yeah, repair on this came out nice.
Learned your lesson on that rudder, did you?
Yeah.
I do that all the time myself. Always miss some part of it.
I don't think I missed anything on this.
Watch and build at the same time. That's the way to do it.
What?
Watch and build at the same time. See, the old canopies were acetate,
Yeah.
and acetate melts real easy with any kind of lacquer thinners and stuff like that. And these new plastics are a completely different animal.
It looks like I got it all.
Yeah,
Let me get this
I'm
up
gonna
here.
get up in here a little bit.
We still got a quart. I got a quart
You got
left.
a whole quart now. Clear yet. But you want to get a good base of clear, and you know this, they don't maybe, but you want to get a good base of clear down before you go trying to ink or anything, because that's your barrier. That allows you, if you make a little mistake, to take a razor knife and scratch that little overrun off when you ink line or whatever. If you don't have that on there, you're sort of screwed, because it'll bleed down into the paint.
Turn it over and see if I got it. Wait, let me get this again. Turn it over and see if I got the bottom good.
I've got plenty on that side.
Yeah, but I'm out anyway. Got 2 cups. 1 coat is 2 cups.
One coat is 2 cups, and that's thin.
75%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not so sure you weren't 75% before. And added a little bit more thinner to that.
80%.
80%, yeah.
Oh, I need some back here. I missed a spot. Keep spraying till the paint stand bows. That's Danny's method.
Just remember, keep an eye on that jar, because you gotta save enough to use for your top coats, because you don't get any more.
Yeah,
Shiny. Yeah, it's getting there.
you'll be fine. Rotate it that way. Keep going. I want to get this side here. There's some hairs coming back on there.
I sanded them things off really well, I thought.
Yeah.
We spray that plastic, just don't flood it. Even if it looks a little flat right now, it'll all buff out in the end.
Well, I think that's probably gonna do it for today on the painting. Okay, so how much clear do I have?
Did we lock up on there, guys?
What happened?
No, I guess we're not locked up. There's Jim. Hello, Jim.
Jim who?
Jim Lynch.
Jim Lynch, oh, okay. Today was the faux pas fix-ups, Jim. Just for you. Okay. This is my original allotment of clear, which was to there, then filled with thinner. This is all the clear that I've used on this airplane thus far. So now it'll get its trim colors and the rest of this put on, maybe. If it doesn't need it all, I won't use it all, but more than likely.
You may even add more thinner to it, yeah.
Right.
Starting to build up and look good. Looks like a typical airplane at this stage of the ball game. What really happened there, Jim, I don't know that it was really a little bit light on the first coat. It was maybe a little bit light, but there was repairs. I don't know if you saw that or not. That couldn't live without fixing. That were done, and it had to have a little bit of the silver gray sprayed back over top of that, and then go back over it with clear again. And yeah, the clear was a little bit light on there. Painting without paint.
I don't know where you have this hanging. I don't see a hanger there.
Well, there's another hanger you can right here.
It'll be fine.
This is Goiterman's.
Goiterman what?
I can't say that on air right now, but I'll tell you off air, it was an old saying that we used to have. Goiterman's used to sell pork products. And it was just sort of a joke that went around. I think back in the 50s or 40s or something, they had a commercial out.
Yeah, that, I mean, like I say, you can still see that shadow there in one spot, but it'll be fine.
Can't really.
It ain't like that one that was right
It's
there.
hard pressed to see it now. I think it looks good. got a little speck here and a little speck there. How far are you gonna chase it? You know, ask yourself that question. How far are we gonna chase it? Just never know.
I'm done thinking.
Answer that
Are you
question
sure?
every time.
Yeah.
For today.
For today, yeah.
Yeah, this guy's on the budget reconciliation committee. So he said, you know about budgets. I thought, well, not necessarily. Right.
If you're a government employee, you don't know nothing about budget. They have no budget.
Well, you're using somebody else's money, so.
Yeah, what are they gonna do when they run out of everybody else's money?
We're all gonna work.
I tell you what, when everybody shows up with pitchforks and torches and stuff, they'll think twice. Remember the old Frankenstein movies? You're talking old Frankenstein movies, yeah? been here 2 hours. Good morning, guys. Missed the start. Were you a little light? No. John's on inking, yeah. One thing is awesome, definitely one of a kind. We'll stand alone at the field. Yeah, it'll be different.
Definitely getting a little shine to it.
This is not a Warwich P47 for everybody to. It's a Sparky P47.
Yeah, it's a combination of a lot of different things.
That should be all right, huh? Putting your
Yep.
thing on that.
Oh, yeah. Couple gallons of urethane, you'll be good to go. I think you got just enough clear on there to be able to ink it if you wanted to ink it. But I wouldn't sand it. You can take 1,500, 2,000 grit paper and about 2 swipes and you'll be through that clear.
Oh, yeah, it's not on very heavy.
I don't think I would do that. I think I'd just go ahead and start adding your trim colors and ink lines if you want to do that. Like right now, well, maybe not right now because we just shot the whole thing with clear again. Our original game plan was to come over here, shoot the top half of this, and turn the airplane over and be working on trim colors while this was drying. Well, we changed directions in midstream. And changed boats in midstream, didn't drown, didn't get wet, but we ended up fixing more than what originally was planned and then carrying on, so it sort of changed things. We ended up putting a coat of clear on the whole airplane again, so
This will be better.
it's better, got a better base to work on. The mistakes that were in there he couldn't live without are fixed. Much better condition right now. So,
And it'll get another, how many, 3-4 coats of clear out of that jar?
3, about 3 to a quart. But you can add some thinner to it. You know, you might want to add thinner to it anyway for your top coats and let it really flow. Do a dust coat over all your ink lines to seal them in. Let that sort of set up, and then you can come through and don't sit there and take an ink line, guys, and put a wet coat of paint on it.
No,
Because it'll just, and it'll fan right out.
it'll melt.
It'll be a little pinstripe ink line, it'll be about 1/4 inch wide. And it'll look like crap. You gotta put real dry coat.
Airbrush.
I take an airbrush, and that's what I do, is I just airbrush every single ink line. And it looks like crap when you do that, because you got the sort of overspray from
That's not right.
doing all those
No.
little lines, but then when you flood it on after that dries, and you start
13.
putting on a coat, regular coat, then it just all blends in.
I'm very happy to replace the battery, I think.
Yeah,
Looks like a stunner. I can see it.
I can see it. Remember when I held the block up? See my P47?
Yeah.
I see
I
it.
got this stack of wood right here. Can you tell what it's gonna be?
I say you're probably gonna have to, I don't know whether that's gonna stay.
Need a new battery.
I don't know, maybe. It's 12:13.
It changed time.
Yeah, well, I
Oh, we changed
reset
it
it this
back.
morning. I changed it back this morning, and now I think the battery's going in.
I don't change the battery till the hand stops moving.
Well, that thing is sort of cheap. It slows down. It'll stop for 5 minutes, then it'll start working.
The only bad thing about scraping that stuff off, now the wheel will fall off.
Yeah.
Be careful of them screws in there.
Mhm.
Well, we'll get the scale, see what it came.
We're gonna have to get a scale put in the garage.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably can get it off here now. Get the pipe back in it, get the cowl on it, get it on the scale, see. I'm real close. I mean, it's gonna be just over 64, I know it. That's the way it goes. But as of this year, I can still fly in 15 thousandths wires. So that's a good thing. You guys that are flying on 18 thousandths, there's a big performance loss. I don't recommend solids because the maintenance on them is ridiculous.
I should have carried that down there and filled that. Glue bottle up.
What's that? Okay, fill up one of your bottles.
Get down there and do that. Thinking about it.
Now comes all the detail work. I don't never tape these eyelets up and stuff. It's just as easy just to wipe them off with thinner. Same with these heat shrinks that I put on. It comes right off. But I do suggest you do spend the time to get the paint off them because it looks more professional. But that's entirely up to you. This thinner smells funky. Much better. Then they'll get wiped again, but I'll start getting some of the gray off of it. I used to use the line sliders. I don't really care for them though. They're heavier than this. I mean, they work. It's just a matter of preference. Then I saw Hunt do this, and I stole that idea from Hunt, but I changed his method. He was taking a piece of maple and drilling holes in it, cutting a slot in it. I just make these out of a couple pieces of basswood with a 16th spacer in them. That way the slot is perfect instead of sawed on a jigsaw. So I got that done. That's a good. Got to work on my wires yet in my flaps. see, I had a little pinhole and it has disappeared. So we're good to go there. As soon as John comes up, we'll get it off the stand, get the pipe in it, and see what it weighs. It weighed 62 and a quarter yesterday. Or was it 63 and a quarter? We'll see how much weight we put on it. It's probably gonna be right at the outside, so whatever I do here is, ink it doesn't weigh anything. Airbrush rondelles and airbrush checkerboards and some of this, it's not gonna add a whole lot more. The only thing that'll add more is this paint here. So whatever this weighs is what's gonna go on the airplane. But it won't be 70 like the rest of them. But it ain't gonna be 53 like Billy's. I don't know how the hell he does that. This is my 5th one of these I built, and this is the lightest. But I still can't make that weight. I don't know how he does it. Looks like it's laying down pretty good. I brought over a pint of CA for John to fill up. You get it?
No, I can't get the stupid plug out of this thing. Watch it don't splash all over the place.
You got a poker? And here we got pliers.
Screwdriver, pliers or something. I don't wanna ruin it because all these caps don't have plugs on the end of them, I don't think. I think they're all open. Maybe that was it.
Okay.
This one is a stopper. It's got a little pin in the bottom of it.
Okay.
And I can't see.
I won't be using the CA out of this bottle anyway.
Dripping more than I'm.
Get it? How come you didn't get a big bottle instead of a little bottle?
That's all I got. Watch dip in there. I got rag glued in my foot.
John poured the CA on the floor, stepped on a rag to try to wipe it up. Now the rag is glued to his shoe. That's funny. This is the new bottle of CA's top. It's a pint. I bought it from a woodworking store. Don't know how good it works. $30 a pint. What?
You gotta wipe this off before you set it down. Watch this run down the side of it. It'll definitely glue you. Ooh, it gets hot.
That means it's good stuff.
I got glue on every finger. Don't want to scratch myself or anything. Don't rub your nose, it might be glued to it. Let's see there.
I think the bottle that goes now. Oh, well. Take that out. See if it tightens up without that in there.
It should.
That's good glue.
That's hot, that's for sure. I started gassing off, man. My fingers is getting warm.
That's good glue. We're in there. Okay, let's take this thing off the stand. Don't let me forget this, but I want to get it out of the way.
Right. You need poking upwards nozzles, make sure your hands are nice and dry.
You know what? Let me out. Let me put it in the car.
We'll make sure it sits upright.
Yeah. I want to take it off there and set it out in the sun and see what it looks like.
Yeah, well, hell yeah. Put it back together and
Okay.
my hands, I'm having glue on my hands, so.
Okay.
Just behind the camera.
Yeah, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Should have waited to do that for after we did this. We'll show you what it looks like outside after we weigh it. Okay. Hold on to it so it doesn't go like just like that. Well, the nice thing to know, it is easy on repairs, in and out with a motor. The only thing I don't like is having to take the needle runner out. I'm not gonna have a big slot. But how many times at the field do you take your motor out?
Most you ever do is
Change the glow plug.
change the glow plug. I guess you could spring a leak in the tank and might have to take the engine out for that rather than messing with taking the pipe off. Well, most of the time you can't get to the tank anyway with the pipe.
4-bladed prop is a little weird.
Then on the cumbersome side, extra blade in there, reach around and catch that finger quicker.
Please, not a whole lot of weight. I mean, I take a little, but it doesn't feel any different. It's 1807. I say 18 because it'll gas off. 1807. 65.
63.78.
It'll gas off a little, but it's gonna be 66 ounces. That's all there is to it. Let's put it in the sun. See what, take that off. See what it looks like. I'll bring the camera out there. God, I hope it fixes that problem. There's a faint wafting of it up by the fuselage. It's better than it was. It'll go in.
Got me right in the, can't stay out of the shadow.
There you go. What do you think?
I can't see it. You know how these things are when you're in the sun. You can't.
Here.
Hard to see.
Go around and look at the airplane. Yeah, you can't see shit. Is it better?
Yeah, a lot better. Lot better.
That's a big mama wing in that thing. It ain't like a geoboat. It'll pop when I get the trim on it.
It looks 100% better than what it did. And that's a good thing.
Can you see the metal flake in the paint?
I can't see it myself. I really can't. What I see is the sort of gravelly effect from that clear. I have no doubt that it's in there, and I'm sure it'll pop more when the color
When I
clear
polish it.
gets, yeah, you polish it, the clear's on there. Got to get it flat.
I like it a lot better now. And I think that extra coat of clear changed the color of the gray too a little bit, made it a little darker. It's either that or
It just gets a different hue to it, but now you're really starting to build up more of a shine.
Gotta get that canopy fixed though. That's good.
You paint that red, you won't see none of that. It's that back edge
Yeah.
on each side.
If I got a super fluid or whatever, I'm gonna fix it.
We know that you can purchase a little bit of that gray on it and not have it kill you on feather in the wind.
So what did it gain for weight?
63.5 basically. It's a little over 63.5, but
What was it yesterday?
62 and 3/4 or 62 and a half.
So it'll gas off, still lighten up a little.
Quarter maybe. So you're 63 now, basically.
It'll be 66. You gotta have an ounce of weight this way. This is where the mystery ounce is putting in. But it does have the cool factor.
That's a nice looking airplane. I mean, that airplane will fly well up into probably 80 ounces with that wing in there, but one of that 80 ounces.
No, when the wind comes up, it'll be sailing me across the elk pad.
Yeah.
Wonder how we're doing on balance. Yeah. Maybe a little. Take a little off on the spinner, a little off back,
I think it's going to end up balancing out just right. It's all said and done. I think it's going to be just about perfect. Yeah, I think you got that stinger coming out the back there. That
I might cut some of that off too.
maybe a girl's cutting out shoot the tail up and get the tail heavy airplane on the stone and that's tail heavy.
Yeah.
In one direction.
Yeah, tail heavy upside down. I like it. I like it a lot. It's gonna be fine. I'm glad I bit the bullet and fixed that. Would have drove me crazy.
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't be happy with it.
Not for as much work as I got in a damn thing.
Just a dang nuts airplane there. You get 5 pounds of ink lines on that thing, and
Yeah. If I ink it like I'm gonna, like that book, there'll be a lot of ink lines on there.
2 tons. Yeah, you'll be talking weight. You'll be weighing bottles of ink. I tried to find some gray ink the other day when I was up there at the Hobby Lobby. It's back in their art section, and I looked at the ink. I was trying to find some gray ink. They didn't have any. They normally have a big rack with a whole bunch of different kinds of ink, and I was going to buy a bottle just to test it because it's not Higgins fade proof for vinyl ink.
Yeah, it's got to be for film.
Yeah, and
Or else
you can't find it anymore. None of them say for film on them anymore.
I can get it on Amazon.
You gotta watch out, because I got bottles of it in there because I bought it at 2 or 3 different places. It works okay, but
I just thought of something. If I changed up my plan and was going to do red and white stripes on the ailerons, I can't ghost my numbers in on the ailerons. So I got to find a different spot for my numbers. I guess I just do it on the rudder and that's it. I think that's legal. 1
it'd
inch.
be 1 inch tall.
Yeah.
Fit it all in there with 1 inch.
Yeah.
What's your A number?
5 numbers. Yeah, like some of them guys. 1-877-653-9787.
Yeah.
The turtle deck looks a little dry, but it's go on.
It's not there yet. I just think that it looks dry because it's probably just overspray.
It gets green on it, so
I mean, I'm standing right here and looking at it, and come over here and look at it, and look how shiny it looks.
yeah.
Especially the nose. The nose is really shining out, looking good. And this leading edge and the leading edge of the scab is really popping out. Look at that.
We're getting some sunshine on it. Let's see what the boys had to say. I can't read it.
Being out in the field.
I guess I'll get ready to go because I didn't want to stay here all day. I'll take this inside and see what it said. In the shade, I can't read it. It says, yeah, LA Heat's her big airplane. Did I get the needle valve screwed back in that?
No,
Huh?
no.
Well, there's 2 ounces. We bought them needle valves. I don't know where my other one is.
They're in your car somewhere.
Probably somewhere. Can I borrow that clear transfer tape?
Yeah, I'll give you some.
Might go downstairs and be anyway. That was worth it for me anyway. Thank you. I got lots of stuff here.
Still be laying wherever you left it at.
Oh boy. depending on the weather, I might get them rondelles on.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, I got airbrush over there. Clear stays here. I can't clear anything.
I think those are the entrance stuff down in too. There's a case down there.
No, that's my dress there, but. Oh shoot, I forgot to shut the camera off. Well guys, I'm sorry about that. I left you hanging. I'm gonna head home. I'll probably be on later. I appreciate you watching. I hope you got something out of it. All right, we'll see you later. Fair winds, tight lines, and
Go Brandon.
see ya.